I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 13 of Volume 1. Yes, we're into Season 13, and this is the first tape of it. It seems to have a lot of data on the first side of it, or should I say side B, and it says Paperboy on there. Let's just open that up and I'll show you. It says Paperboy. It doesn't say anything else, actually, on the other side. But it seems to have a lot of data on side B, so right the way up to about there. So I'm looking forward to that one. So there's 60 minutes on that one, so that's going to be a good one. I'm hoping for Paperboy, because I actually quite like Paperboy. But, as is traditional with the beginning of every season, what I need to show you is 2 tapes for the end of the season. So when we get to the end, you've got to make a choice between one of these 2. So let me show you the 2. And basically, these guys are the rejects from previous shows. So they haven't made it through thus far. So this one appeared last season and didn't make it. It has Dark Star, Eddie Kidd Jump Challenge, Heroes of Khan, Scuba Dive, Day in the Life of, and Special Operations from whatever they're called, Lothian, or whatever it is, Lothian, I always think it's Lothian, like in the place Lothian. Anyway, and then the other one, which is the reject from the season before that, which is season 11, which was Computer Hits 2, which has Codename Matt, Wizard's Lair, Technical Ted, Mutant Monty, Snooker, Android 2, On the Run, Covenant, Super Pipeline 2, and The Circus. Both of these never made it to actually being played. So, it's up to you. Is it going to be the red, or is it going to be the blue? That's the answer. So, or maybe ink and the yellow. Whichever way you want to do it. Ink and yellow, red and blue. Whichever way you want. But, or 2 and nothing. Or something similar. If we get this one, we get 2 episodes at the end of the season. If we get this one, we get a single episode, because there's only 6 on there, so it's fairly simple to do within the whole thing. So, without further ado, let's get season 13 underway. Let's get this into a tape drive, and we'll go from there. Right, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our usual, load it, and we'll give it a go. Hopefully, the first one we've got on here is Paperboy. I quite like Paperboy. Paperboy was one of those games that appeared on TV shows. Do you remember it appearing on a TV show? I can't remember the one it was, but it definitely appeared on TV shows, like one of the bonus stages where you had to get the points for throwing the papers at the targets as you went along and going down the road. I remember it appearing as that. I definitely remember it on one of the TV shows. That, and I think 720 also appeared. There we go, Paperboy. Great start. That and 720, and then I think it was Zigzag, which was the other one that appeared in one TV programme, but I can't remember which TV programme it was, and it's really quite annoying, actually, that I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, how are you? Welcome back. This is it. Can you believe it's been 2 weeks? It's been 2 weeks since the last episode, and we're in the Christmas week of 2021. Wow, we're working our way towards Christmas. It's not even far away now. It's 20 days when you watch this to Christmas Day itself. And actually, I think Boxing Day you get an episode of this, so I'll be all Christmassy, I'll be all merry, I'll be all turkeyed up and stuffed and all that kind of stuff. Turkeyed up and stuff. What do you have for Christmas dinner? You see, we stopped a number of years ago because I discovered in my household that nobody blummin' ate turkey. So we stopped eating turkey. We have had gammon and things like that for Christmas. We've never had beef. We've had gammon, pork, and a number of things. It's probably been 10 years since we've actually had turkey for Christmas. I mean, if I go out for as it turns out to be that Christmas drinks and work dues as they all come up, whether or not we can go out for work dues because of our new friend, not Delta, but his bestest buddy Omicron. I don't know whether we can go out for our parties, but my company's still having one at this moment in time. Unfortunately, my company is based in Scotland, which means that El Presidente, Nicola Sturgeon, may very well end the chance that we will have to have a Christmas Christmas party anyway, because I can imagine she's thinking about it right now, because whatever Boris does, she does the opposite of +1. And that's what somebody said to me. It says, like, Nicola Sturgeon is like Boris +1. So we'll see anyway whether or not she locks us down so that we can't have at least a Christmas drink. I mean, I think what the best suggestion I heard somebody say was, this is a good thing, I saw it on the BBC, funnily enough, this morning, where somebody said, flow before you go. Which does sound like weeing, but it's not. It's basically make sure. But mind you, that's also good advice. Whenever you go out for a trip, make sure you have a go wee beforehand. But yeah, make sure you have a lateral flow before you go to your
your event, which kind of it's fair really. But the assumption there is that everybody else is doing the same thing. But that's not a bad idea if you ask whatever else. I've just realised I was sitting on something uncomfortable, and do you know what it is? I brought down some socks so I could go out in the garden because I was going to put some shoes on, and I left them on the chair. I couldn't find the socks. Went upstairs, got another pair of socks, and now I found them sitting on the chair. So that's marvellous. So there we go. But yeah, so we've got that Christmas season coming up, but I have obvious turkey is something I have during that kind of period when I'm not at home, if that makes sense. Because my lot just doesn't eat turkey; they won't eat it. They prefer chicken or something similar. And to be fair, I like that they like that as well. I mean, what's the point? You get a £400 turkey and nobody eats it, and it sits there for the next 3.5 weeks until it goes rancid. Grows wings and flies back to its coop for next year's turkey thing. Because isn't that how turkeys grow? No? Well, maybe it's zombified turkeys. But anyway, so these things sit for donkey's years, don't they? I don't mind it. I mean, yeah, okay, Boxing Day turkey sandwiches are okay. There's nothing wrong with them. Do you know how I like to do that, though? When you've got a turkey, you've got leftover turkey. It's my favourite thing to do with a turkey. Because if you're going to have turkey the next day, what you need is a bit of gravy and turkey, and then just, put the turkey in a pan, heat the turkey up, pour a bit of gravy over it, and kind of boil it. So it'll boil the gravy and the turkey together. So basically, you get turkey and sort of gravy, sort of a mix, and then bang that in a sandwich. You're golden with that. I promise you, that's really good. But actually, you can do it with toast as well. You can do it with toast and then that. So toasted gravy turkey sandwiches, marvellous. Maybe chuck a bit of stuffing in just for the good measure on top of that. Love a bit of stuffing. Pigs in blankets, though, my favourite thing. I actually try and have pigs in blankets all year long. And then, of course, the stupid food sort of shortages came along, and they threatened to take away all of the poor Gen Z aren't getting their PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X's this year. Oh dear, my heart bleeds for them as these £500 devices. No, unless you want to pay scalpers prices, you ain't getting one this year, apparently. So they changed their ploy with what they were doing to actually bring in sort of food, I think, over and above whatever else it was. So, but pigs in blankets was one of those things to go because they couldn't mix bacon and sausage together at the same time. It just wasn't allowed. So number one. Oh. Keyboard. I'm going to hope these are QA, OP, and space, but we'll go for it. Now, this is a game that doesn't work on a +2A because it doesn't work with the memory configuration very well. So, which is interesting. I'm hoping this is spacebar. Come on. That's left and right. That's speed up. And it's space. It's M. What's fire? Space is X. Fire. Cool. Right, so you've got to hit the mailboxes to make them happy. No, it's not. Is it M? N. It's N. Ah. Right, and people who don't like you throw papers at their windows and smash them for extra points, which is obviously what most paper boys do. You get points for knocking all kinds of things down, like gravestones of the garden, if they are gravestones. But yeah, you get points for smashing their windows. Look at that. And then if you manage to get, oh my god, if you manage to get every house with the paper, which I think that counts, that one. Yeah, if you get it goes to make a blip noise, you basically counts as throwing the paper in, and you've got enough to keep the houses going. So it's kind of the way that throw it in, missed him. Yeah, that was a good shot. Let's break his windows because we don't like him. And when you come back down the road, these windows are broken. So avoid being on the road. This kid's going to come flying out. Hopefully we got that house there, but we'll see at the end of it all. It's N, by the way, is the fire button for this one. Yes, got it. Loved this game back in the day. Simple arcade game. Very interesting arcade game in the sense that it had actually got BMX. It actually had BMX steering wheel, basically. And you get points here for doing these things. Like this. And then we do a jump, and then you get to the people who give you an award at the end of the week, and we can see how many houses we didn't make. We've got some cancelled subscriptions, which is bad news, which means we could throw papers at their windows now because we're nasty like that, really. We're quite a nasty paper boy. We're quite an unpleasant young boy. A very unpleasant young man. You see, they wanted a paper once upon a time, but of course, my see, they've got blinds up on the windows now. But because I threw stuff at them, they don't want anything now. Or I missed doing it. There we go. Oh, I didn't realise I'd moved into him there. What a jerk I am. Yeah, yeah. Alright, okay. Yes. Yes. Got my houses. If I get them all, it'll add more houses to subscriptions next time round because subscriptions. Oh, I missed him. Yes. Nope. Watch the wheel. Adds more people to the whole thing. I really like this as an arcade game. I can't imagine what it's like. I never actually played the arcade version of it, or I certainly don't remember playing the arcade version of it, the real arcade version, that is. So I don't know what it's like. Go around that. I don't know what it's like with the BMX sort of steering column thing going on. I think I've got it. Oh, watch out for the cat. Mental cat. Throw. Well, you just get infinite numbers of paper, so you just throw them like crazy. Like these things here, like that. Brilliant. Did I get them all? Perfect. A resubscriber. There we go. Perfect delivery. I'm quite good at this. Didn't realise I was so good. Wednesday. I'm getting a sore hand though because of the direction. Oop. Yes. Oh, drunk man on the street. Should have gone round him. It's not my fault, says the paper boy. Paper boy. It's a bit like Trash Man, isn't it? Do you remember Trash Man? Trash Man's appeared a lot on What's on the Tape. But Trash Man was sort of like, it's not my fault kind of thing, wasn't it? Can I get a cat? No, I can't hit a cat. I was trying to hit the cat. Yep, that's hit. Oh God, not my fault. What a jerk I am. Do you have to play all 7 days of the week? I don't know. Oh, damn, I've lost that subscriber. Get that kid, otherwise he'll come and get me. Oh, missed that house. Not got that man in the car yet. Somebody on a skateboard. It's not going well now, all of a sudden. And I've missed another house. I think I've given one paper away here so far. Okay. This house has gone past. There you go, take some of that kitty. The kitty cat doesn't take any. I've hit the wheel. I was trying to avoid it. I don't like going on the road because you can't get up the for some reason, even on a BMX, you can't jump the curb. That was really good fun. I enjoyed that. Game over. Yes. Oh, got my name in. Do I input my name? Top of the table. Here we go. Top of the table. What a good start. What a great start to the season. Oh look, the graphics still crash on the on just a normal +2. See that corruption at the top of the screen. That's what that's what they said was the problem with it. I don't know what it's meant to say, but it does that kind of weird corruption in the memory. It's interesting that because I'm on a +2 grade production line. Weird. Anyway, let's see what else is on this tape. I'm hoping for big things. I'm hoping it just isn't just Paperboy, because it did actually say just Paperboy on there. But I'm hoping for exciting and many, many games, because it was very full. It was a good start, though. Very good start. Yeah, welcome back. Hello. My friends. Oh, my God. Oh. Not loading anymore. Renegade. Marvellous game. See, I didn't realise this until recently. Well, I did realise this. I did know this anyway. Okay, what's doing? We'll do that. We'll do load it again. There. I didn't realise this until recently that, of course, Renegade is also a Technos game. So the same people who created Double Dragon, this was their next sort of creation. If it wasn't for Double Dragon, you wouldn't have Renegade. Apparently, Renegade is the result of that. Now, here's my thing, and I'm going to set my stall out early, and you know this from me for this one. Set my stall out for first thing with this. The ZX Spectrum version of Renegade is better than the arcade version. This is the gold standard of Renegade. I know that's a big, bold statement, but I can explain why. In the arcade version of Renegade, there is a attack left and right. The Spectrum manages to achieve the same thing with one button, because the fire button is your punch, push backwards and the button, and you kick backwards when you're facing the opposite direction, and it basically grabs with the forward one. The arcade version, because of these two combinations of weird and wonderful connections, or way it does things, makes it extremely difficult to fight. It's not as an effective fighting game. Also, up and fire makes you jump, and fly and kick jump the direction you're going. It is that simple. That simple. But the arcade version makes that an extremely complex process. I think there's even a jump in the arcade version, but I may be wrong on that front. But it makes an extremely complex process, and I'm hoping this is loading. I'm going to leave that for a second to see if the screen appears. Fingers crossed. Doesn't look good. No, that's not loading. Right, okay, let's go back and try it again. Right, but yes, an extremely good conversion of the game. I mean, just monumentally better than... I'm just going to go back. There we go. Monumentally better than the arcade version. And you know, I don't say that lightly, because the arcade, of course, back in the day... Back in the day was the gold standard. That's how we compared our games. We would go to the arcade, we would play Ghosts and Goblins, and we would then go home, play it on the Spectrum, and see whether we liked it. We'd go to the arcade and play Russian Attack, which was Green Beret, and we'd come home and we'd play it on the Spectrum. You know, that was it. That was the gold standard. It's like playing Karnoff. I really love Karnoff. I think the arcade version of Karnoff is really a good, fun game. The Spectrum version of it, conversion-wise, isn't bad. It isn't bad. I quite like it. I've done a video on it on my channel. It isn't bad at all. But what I'm saying to you is that it really is. Sorry, I'm just moving my seat a bit. I'm a glutton for punishment. I seem to have damaged my back again. And I was just sitting on one of those sort of protect your spine things, and it's just sitting me up a bit too high, and I'm not enjoying it, so I've just took it off. But anyway, but yeah, the conversion was really good. The graphics were good. Okay, the sound was gone, but it wasn't a bad conversion. Bubble Bobble on the Spectrum is one of the gold standards again of conversions. Yes, it's not quite as good as the arcade on that particular occasion, but it's damn good game, isn't it? It really is a good game. I mean, if you can think of any other fantastic arcade conversions to the Spectrum, or even ones where the Spectrum beats the arcade, let me know in the comments below. I'll see if I can do some videos on them, because I'm a big fan of these kind of things. But this one without a doubt is just phenomenal. It really is. Phenomenal. Anyway, yeah, but it's phenomenal. It's just a brilliant conversion. We'll see it load in a minute, but I can't. I'm waxing lyrical about it. I'm just like, I've almost got the tattoo. It's that good a game. It really is. And then the best part about it is, as he tries to drink from his cup of coffee that he's got beside him that he was going to drink from just there. The best thing about it is that, obviously, when you finish it, I think there's an extra level when you play it at 128k, which I'm trying to load right now, so fingers crossed. But I think when you finish it, it loops. And I'm not very good at it, so I've never finished it. But I certainly know that Dave, who plays Retrogames badly, Birdsall, in the comments below, I'm going to put his description in the comments, in the description below, part of his channel, but he's definitely completed. He can loop it. He's good enough to loop it. I've never quite done it. I've got to the boss at the end, and I've never quite beaten the boss. So there's a big boss at the end, and it loops. But I think that's good as well, because it's an arcade game. It's all about score. It's not about finishing it. It's about score. Keep looping that blooming game until you finally die. That's the one. That's a 1 billion point game where we stand. This week's challenge, by the way, if you haven't already seen it, this 20p arcade challenge, was Lunar Rescue, which obviously had numerous conversions. It's a 1976 adaptation of Space Invaders by Taito, where you basically land on pads on the bottom. So you come down as the lunar lander, you land at the bottom, and then you shoot your way back up to your sort of mothership from the lunar surface once you've rescued a little person. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. It's well worth playing. So this worries me that it's not going to load, by the way. The way it's looking at the moment, I don't think it's going to load. If it does, I'll be surprised. This could be, though. Was it multi-face that could rip games? Could be that. So we may have to stand up in a bit, though, because my back is, as I say, a bit dodgy at the moment. It's lower back this time round, not my neck. I can't believe I've done myself a mischief again. I'm just getting too old. And can I make a big suggestion to all of you? Just don't get any older. It's not worth it, alright? It's just not good. Oh, I've got coffee. I hope you've got a beverage. I've always asked that question. It's always coffee for me. Not one of my better coffees, though, today. I think it's probably because my back's sore. I think the pain's affecting it. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. Right, come on. It's got a big load on this one. But there's no loading screen. There's normally a picture of a man kicking and punching. You see, this doesn't look good. Big gap. Oh, no, maybe. I don't know. More data. Yeah. Don't know. You brace yourself. Huh. No, I don't think that's loaded. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that hasn't loaded. Right. Getting stopped. Stop the tape. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop the tape now. Yeah, that's a long gap. I know there's more data on here, by the way, but that's a long gap. Right, okay. I'm stopping the tape. I'm going to get myself. We're going to get another version out. Let's see what I've got. Whether I've got one handy. I definitely have one. I'm sure I have. I'm just having a look. You just stay there. I'm just having a look at the shelf. Where is it? There it is. Let's see. I have found it. Yeah, there's a little man sort of kicking another dude in the face, and there's a lady with a mace smack him in the head. Which side is which? I think I've got the 128k side of it, so I'm going to put that in. Let me just check the instructions. I found the Hit Squad version of it. Hit Squads. 128k's on the blank side. Let's go with the 128k because you get extra music on the 128k. The streets aren't safe. Do you know what it came from? Here's a little bit of trivia. Renegade isn't Renegade in Japan. It's actually another game where you play as a child beating up bullies, and the graphics are different. But and then they obviously made it about street gangs and all this kind of stuff when it comes onto here, onto the Spectrum, but onto the arcade here in the US and Europe. The Japanese version has a little man who wears those kind of, I don't know how to call it, sort of, it's a full suit, isn't it? It's sort of it's like a karate type suit type thing, and he beats up bullies, and that was based on the designer having a little bit of experience with this himself. So he was a little bit concerned about being beaten up as a kid and all this kind of stuff. It was a bit sad, really, actually, to be honest with you. But they had to change it for the US market because the US market couldn't do it. And I'm sure the title was converted to something weird. And I'm not going to Google it right now because I'm not going to do that. So, but if you know what it is or what I'm talking about, then put it in the comments below. But basically, there wasn't a Renegade for the Japanese market. It was something else from Techno. So had a totally different name, but they effectively reskinned all the characters for the US and the European market. But as I say, this is one of the greatest games for the ZX Spectrum. It really is. And this version, oh yes, there it is. So there's a lovely graphic arts. That one's just outstanding in my mind. I remember when I first got this, I bought the original one, the original sort of cover, and I got this and I put it on my Spectrum, and I was blown away. I really was. I wasn't very good at it though. That's the funny thing. I've got better with age at things than at certain things, and worse at other things. My reaction time might have gone down, but I think my speed of or the way I calculate what I'm doing in the game is better nowadays, so maybe that's a factor. But I was really rubbish back in the day. I was lucky that I finished the first level. I think I was always panicked to get through it, trying to beat them up and all this kind of stuff. But Renegade, of course, is actually responsible for some of the early scrolling beat 'em ups. It kind of generated that idea of walking along and beating stuff up. Without the first Renegade, you wouldn't have had things like what's it called? Capcom game Final Fight. You wouldn't have had Final Fight if it wasn't for Renegade. If Renegade hadn't existed, Final Fight wouldn't have existed, and other games along that line would not have existed for the first sort of multi-fighting game in an arena. Renegade obviously is in an arena within a space, but it was one of the first to do that. So without games like Renegade, you wouldn't have had that. I mean, it's amazing that this is such a fantastic game. I'm very privileged. I feel very privileged as a man of my age to have actually experienced some of the birth of some of these fantastic things. It's wonderful to see genres making their way back into our lives with things like the new Streets of Rage 4, is it? Streets of Rage 4. These things are then making it mainstream again with the kids of nowadays, and it's really nice to see that going there. I mean, the genre that's funny is shoot 'em ups. Shoot 'em ups are seem to be the preserve of the older generation. I think we went to the arcade. You put your 10p in, and you got a game on Space Invaders, or you put your 10p in and you got your game on 1942 or something similar, and it was patterns, and it was control, and it was like there was also early bullet hells and all this kind of stuff. And although they still have a niche within things, I mean, you just need to look at things like Steam and Epic and all whatever else. They still have a niche. I mean, nowadays they expect the kids nowadays expect not to die, so when they don't, it's like game over and there's your high score. It's not the same. They don't get the same thing out of it that I might have done. But I think they're a bit niche. But when you start finding them, you start exploring the sort of shoot 'em up parts of Steam. There are some good stuff on there. There are some ones from, for instance, the chap who created. And if you haven't seen it, have a look for Dodo Patchy. That's a very clever, with some subtle mechanic shoot 'em up, one of which is subtle mechanics is if you hold down the fire button, you generate a minor shield round your ship. When the things impact off it, they bounce off back at their original destination. So it's got some lovely, clever mechanics in there. But he has done something called Crimson. Oh, now basically he was one of the developers on this another version of it. And there are some corners of Steam where these things still exist, and Epic and GOG. Oh, by the way, if you're a GOG fan, or you like good old games, which GOG.com. I mean, I'm plugging them because I like them. I like the fact that the games are DRM free. You can download them and keep them forever. All right, so it's not quite like Steam where it's licensed to a key that goes to Steam backwards and forwards. And yeah, you can play it offline, but at some point it'll want you to be back online to be able to relicense the product. Whereas GOG games are 100%. 100% sort of yours to keep. Those are yours. Once you've got them, you can download them, keep the installers, keep patches and updates to go with it. It's all yours, manuals and everything else. So I'm a big fan of GOG in that way, and also they make sure that older games still work. So a lot of old DOS games, they go right back to the early 80s of games. I've seen them being that old. Oh, I'm assuming there's a little bit of load here. Oh no! There's the music. But to finish with GOG thing, by the way, if you are a fan of GOG had surprisingly quite a poor year for GOG, money wise. They're not big. They're not trying to compete with Steam. They're doing their own thing. However, they have some new modern games on there at the moment. They didn't have a good time of last year, it seems. And I personally, I'm all for supporting companies that provide things that where you're not tied to somebody, because I like physical things, and if you can download it, then it's yours. So as far as I'm concerned, you've almost got the physical version of it. If you can't download it and keep it, then it's not yours. So they didn't have the best of years yet last year. So if you are into GOG, I would highly recommend giving them a little bit of cash if you can afford it, just a couple of pennies. It'd be well worth it for them. Right. Pause. Right. One keyboard. Oh, here we go. Take a bit of that, my friend. No. See if I can knock him off. Get off the edge. It's a good way of clearing them. There we go. It's the same works for me. Come on. Get off that edge. That's a good way of doing it. Saves time. Oh, I got knocked down. Oh, no. That's it. Get off. Brilliant. Here we go. Let's see if we can get him to go off the edge. That's it. He's off. So we've got the boss to beat here, which we haven't hit yet, but if I can get him to go past, we can... There we go. Hit the boss. There we go. Got the boss again. There we go. Hit the boss a couple of times. That's him down. Oh, come on. I try to stand on him and hit him. Oh, I walked into the wall. He's down and he's out and I've got him. Wow. Amazing. Last time I played this, I made a mistake. I think I loaded the 48k version into the 128k. It would turn out terrible. It went really slow. The screen went pink on the edge. Oh, we've got to shoot to the motorcyclists, so remember this. Get off. Next. Get off. Next. Cracking game. Look at this. You can tell it's better. It's definitely better than the arcade version. It's just so fluid. It works so well. It's just an amazing game. And remember, this is an 8-bit computer. This machine literally is running at is it 3.5 megahertz it runs at? It is really slow on comparison to modern day machinery. And it runs so well. It's just blooming awesome. Get off. Yeah. Oh, sugar! That was why I don't know why I did that. What an idiot! That's brilliant. Look at this. What a good start to the new season. Can't think of a better choice of games, really. Love it. Yeah, you can take a bit of that. Best thing to do is knock them off the edge if you can. Get off there. Get off there. Saves a lot of time knocking them off the edge. Get off the edge. There's another one off. Oh no! Oh god, he punched me right in the mouth. Here we go. Let's see if I can move through the level. Look how great these levels look, though. Look really good. That's him down. You see I got on top of him. Oh no! I'm so close to death. Oh, I died. He got me. The little so-and-so. And of course, unfortunately, start right again in the beginning of the level. It's really bad. It's a fantastic game, though. Look at how good this game is. What a brilliant game. The music is amazing. 10 times, a million times better than the arcade version, without a doubt. Without a doubt, this is better than the arcade version. The arcade version is nothing in comparison to the ZX Spectrum release. I don't think I've seen any other releases that are as good as the Spectrum one either. It just plays so much better. The Techno should have taken the arcade version and disposed of it, and just given them the Spectrum version. It would have been much better for them. But anyway. Oh my goodness! Get off! Oh my goodness! Would love it if I could knock that boss off the edge. He won't come there though. No, it's not good. You're not being clever here. I'm sure he requires something special. I think he has to be back kicked into the testes, both of them, until he does it. Wow, it's so good. It's a brilliant game. Look at me. I'm loving that. That was fantastic. That is a brilliant game. How good is that game? I mean, it's just one of the greatest games on the Spectrum ever. It has to be. It has to be one of the greatest beat 'ems. Probably followed swiftly by Target Renegade. Target Renegade's amazing. It's a really fantastic game. Is Target Renegade? I really love Target Renegade. I really love all games. I like a lot of the games. I even like the games that aren't very good. I'm really strange. I think I like the fact that people went to a lot of this was like homebrew stuff. This is early days. Everything was indie then. Everything really was. There wasn't these companies giving themselves titles like AAA and Quadruple A and all this shit. You know, oh, look at me swearing this week. I've just turned over a new leaf of bad language. Oh, here we go. There was something there. It's just a long gap. But yeah, just none of that crap that we get nowadays. I mean, the whole thing's going. Have you been watching the news? Have you seen it all recently? It's been going a bit wrong for some of them. One of them, the staff are asking for one of them to resign after he knew about certain terrible conduct. I mean, really? I mean, seriously? That's not very good. Right, swap it to the tape deck, and we'll see whether or not we can force the issue here of getting this one to work. Let's do this. Swapping those tape decks around. Let's do it. Let's give it a whirl. We'll see whether or not we can actually get this thing to work. Let's give it a whirl. Pop this in here. Just getting my. I've got a tape adapter, the old one that you used to have for your when you had your Ford Escort and your tape deck. And you wanted to connect it to your portable CD player. Oh yeah, those were the days. But in my case, I'm doing it back to front and effectively doing tape to tape. It's worth a try. Oh, BC, right? Okay, hang on. BC 128K. Right, let's just reset that. BC, what's BC? I wonder what BC is. Let's see if we can get BC, whatever it is, to load. Or at least find out what it is so we can get it loading. I'm looking at my desk right now. I'm going to be doing some more recordings. I like to do a bit of pre-recording, but for the weeks ahead, I like to kind of get a little bit of selection of games going. I've got some already recorded that I'm going to work through, but I'll need a few more. So I've got Basket Master from Imagine. I suppose they were one of your AAA titles, if that makes sense. Oh. Okay, I'm going for it. Bloomin' heck. Here we go. Try it again. BC. I can't think what BC is. I'm going to cross my fingers that it works. No, it does not like that at all. It does not like that at all. BC. Don't know. What do you think? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? What's BC? Because we may have to skip this one if we can't get this one to work. Increase the tone on this. More tone. See if that helps. Reduce the volume a little bit. There's like an echo there. I don't like that. There's a little echo going on with the whole thing. I don't know if that's the one. Okay, fingers crossed. Higher tone. less volume. No, it's not going to have it. Whatever BC is, ain't going to happen, I'm afraid. We'll have to fast forward through that one. That's a shame. That's a shame. We were doing so well there. I mean, to be fair though, we've only got one for 3 so far. We basically the target renegade had to go from another one. So, but we got 1 for 3. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, hang on, there's space here. Oh no, it's just loading. Just give it a little play. There's a game that I played years ago and I really enjoyed it. And to this day, I cannot find it, or I cannot work out what it is. I remember that it was the maze was black. The background was black. The maze was the bright red. There was green in there for sort of plants. The main character was a smiley face in yellow, and you had to go around collecting somethings, and I can't remember what they are. And unfortunately, it's all I remember. I feel there was something school related with it, but I don't think it was. And I remember it was very fast and it was quick, and I really quite enjoyed the experience of that particular game, and I still can't to my first day find it. And it's kind of it's my strange unicorn. One of these days I'm going to buy a game, I'm going to load it up, and it's going to be the one. But so far I have not been able to find this game. I assume it was I suspect it was a budget title. I don't think it would have been picked up by the big boys, unless it was somebody's, one of these very own grown things that came from somewhere along the way. It's a very big tape, this one. Very big loading thing. Yeah, it could have been somebody's own grown one. I don't know if the big boys would have picked up something with smiley faces and sort of a maze type thing. But I don't know. Maybe they did. But that's kind of my mysterious unicorn. That's the one that at some point I'm going to find and go, wow, that's exciting. That was the game I wanted. And I don't remember where it was. It came on a special tape. I remember that. It came certainly on a special tape like this one, the special stuff. But that's all I remember about it. They came on the special stuff, and that's all I remember. And it's really sad that that's all I remember, because it really wasn't. It wasn't. Oh. Hang on, we've got voices. We have voices. We have voices from the past. Let's see if we can hear the voices. We have voices. I didn't expect voices. There was voices there. Did you hear them? Okay. Let's have voices from the past.
You go over there. You go over there. You fight the cat.
They're loading a Spectrum game. I can't hear quite what they're saying, but they're loading a Spectrum game.
I'm coming.
I think he said it's finished. Okay, he was loading a Spectrum game, and I think he said it's finished. I don't know whether they accidentally pressed record or something similar, but they seem to be recording themselves loading a Spectrum game or something similar. That was weird. Right, okay. Ghosts from the Past, though. 40 years ago that'll have been. Do love a bit of Ghosts from the Past, don't we? Let's fast forward this bit more. Not hearing any more ghosts. Hang on. Aha! Oh no! It's the legendary Daley Thompson. We don't know which version it'll be. It could be the Decathlon, the legendary Daley. You can't beat a bit of Daley. That's not loading though. Come on, let's go back. Let's have a bit of legendary Daley. We'll run it at 48k. I think it was still in 128. The legendary Daley. I thought I'd rewound it there. Clearly not. Daly Thompson. What a guy. There's a road named after him, isn't there? Somewhere in the country. If that's going to be loading, I don't know what's going on there. I don't see anything going on the screen there. Let's rewind. Let's try it at 128k because I think they've done quite a few that so far have been 128ks. Okay, I've rewound. Come on, Daly. If at least can we find out what version you are, we can load you. I've got a Daly Thompson beside me though. Not Daly Thompson himself. Say hello, Daly. No, that's just done that. All right. We've got a Daly. Let's do a Daly Thompson. Let's do him. Let's do a Daly Thompson. Let's pop him in the drive. Side 1, day 1. I tell you what, we haven't tried. I bet we haven't played day 2 before. So let's do day 2. I always forget that there's two days to the whole thing. There's day 1 and day 2. That's good for your money though, isn't it? You get day 1, 2. Decathlon being obviously 10 events, I guess. Yeah, because it's 10 deck. Like a decimal. No. Anyway, Daly Thompson's Decathlon. 48k mode only cassette. This one is. This is my. Again, I picked up a hit squad. I can't believe I'm picking up all the hit squads today. It's day 2 of the whole thing. Daly Thompson day 2. I think we see a lot of day 1, but we don't see a lot of day 2. This is a joystick. This is the joystick destroyer. This is death to the joystick. This one, unfortunately, you have to waggle your joystick and push the button. And there was a lot of waggling. These ones were a big waggling thing back in the day. It was, but to be fair, it was a good mechanic. I'm gonna defend the waggling of the joystick. Although it was a joystick destroyer, it was a good mechanic. It was a clever mechanic for the whole thing. Oh, that typical hit squad, red and black, and then blue and black background. There we go. Rumbling its way up to it. Uh-oh. Daly Thompson! Yeah, I'm going to defend it. I'm going to defend in the waggling of the joystick. The waggling joystick was an interesting game mechanic that hasn't really been repeated because nowadays people use joypads. So the joystick waggling mechanic has been consigned to history. But at the same time, we lost almost a test of strength for your ZX Spectrum. So no, I don't accept the thing that it was bad or whatever else is, because actually it was really blooming good. It was a good mechanic. They used the standardization of the way that joysticks worked as a way to deal with it. So I'm going to say that yes, it was bad for your joystick, but it was good for the game. It made the game good. I like the fact, right, I'm just looking at Daly running here, and he's the one who's really blasting through. Look at him powering through there with his gorgeous moustache. He's powering through there, Daly, and he's got his arm in the air on one side, so you can only see number 15. There's no number 15's face, and his other arm is kind of up as well, so you can't see. He's sort of like throwing his arms up in the air, and he's like powering through as he dives through, and you can't see the other guy's face either. It's just Daly. He's there, and so do you know something? They probably could have just got away with just putting Daly on there on his own, couldn't they? He could have wiped out those people behind him completely. In fact, the re-edit of that should basically be with nobody but Daly on there. That would be cool, actually, as a re-edit, I think. That and the fact that 15 kind of eats into his arm sort of flow there as well. I think somebody put those on extra. I think somebody added those extras. Sort of, they went, well, we better put Daly Thompson with his running on the whole thing. I've just realised that Daly's also in his picture here. It's been hand drawn on the picture of the original cassette. I remember this though, wasn't it? It was Ocean, wasn't it? I don't think I've actually got the Ocean Daly Thompson. I'm just looking behind me on the shelf. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I've got the original Daley Thompson. I must have it. I can't believe for 1 second I don't have it. Was it a clamshell? I can't remember. I can't remember. Feels like it was a clamshell back in the day. We've got probably 2 or 3 games left on this tape if it is full with things. I still don't know what BC 128K was. If somebody's got a clue what that could have been, that would be very useful. Please put it in the comments below, and we'll attempt to deal with that one. I'm very tempted. I've got one of them rubbish. Do you remember them rubbish Sinclair joysticks? The ones that came with it. The Sinclair, sort of the one that Sinclair did. It was like Amstrad's as well. Like Amstrad's own one. The ones that were really horrible. I'm really tempted to get that out for a bit of joystick waggling when we put this on. In fact, I am going to go grab it. You just stay there. Hang on a second. I'm just going to go across the room and grab it. I am here. Yeah, that's the ones that Amstrad sort of made, weren't they? The joystick ones for the thing. Made in Taiwan. Taiwan. Do you remember we used to get lots of things from Hong Kong back in the day? There's lots of things from Hong Kong. Hong Kong was the big one. Now it all says just China, doesn't it? Because I suppose it is China. And probably, but it used to be Hong Kong, didn't it? That was our sort of importing state, as it was. Okay, final load. Very weird. Came to 0, and we didn't do 0. And there we are. We've got it. What have we got? Kim's. Do you think number 4 will work? I'm just plugging in the dodgy joystick. This will be a mistake if it doesn't work, but anyway, we'll give it a try. Number 4. Oh, it does work. Yes. Yes. Some joystick waggling goodness. Day 2, the hurdles. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's hurdle. On your marks. Get set. Waggle that joystick. We're waggling the joystick. Those are the days. Oh, he's hit it. Oh, go on. I'm going. Oh no! Oh God! I'm already exhausted. My joystick's waggled. Oh dear. Oh. It sounds wrong. Oh, I can't run. Did I qualify? Yeah. Oh, just with 4 seconds, 0.4 seconds remaining. Look at me! I've got my muscles. Yeah. Ooh, I did need the muscles there, though. My waggling of my joystick was just going so wrong. If you want to give me instructions on how to waggle my joystick properly, feel free in the comments below. Right, okay, so... I'm waggling. Oh, no! Foul! I've got to go earlier than that. Go on. Down! Quick! Oh God! I don't know how you let go of this. This is probably me fouling this now. Unfortunately, I'm now fouling myself. First I waggled my joystick and now fouled myself. Oh God! I've impaled myself. Do you know if you'd put that there, you'd have impaled yourself brutally, wouldn't you? Day 2, the discus athletics or athletes 2. Oh, that's how many lives we've got left. Right, so I've thrown it the wrong way. Oh! Oh, that's good. That's very good. Oh, qualified 62 meters. I think I've just. Oh, well, I would take the thing with that. Oh, we're up. We're up. Oh, it's another qualification, though. I'm taking it. Hey, that was good. Say, nobody really plays the second day, I don't think. I don't think nobody remembers the second day's on the blooming thing. Yeah, this is a cracking game. And I'll defend the waggling of the joystick, because look at the way you can get speed up like that. It's brilliant, isn't it? There we go. I should have waited to the line, but we only have to make 60 metres. It's got good height. It's got good height. It's right into the score table at the top. She's coming down. She's coming down. 60 metres, 60 metres, 60 metres, 60 metres, 60 metres. Oh my god! It's a beautiful throw. 85 metres. If only I'd thrown it, went to the right spot. I've got some good speed up there because I've got my joystick and I'd given it a good rattle. There we go. We're giving that... There. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, that's even better. She's up. She's up. She's into the score table. She's going to touch the top. She's bouncing off the top. She's coming back down again. Because we didn't realise that the top of the stadium was obviously the top of the scoreboard. 75, 84. I can't believe that's actually less. I maybe got the angle wrong there. Let's give this another good waggle. Let's get right close to the line this time. Oh, 60 degrees. That's probably wrong. That's probably wrong. Oh, it's a good one, though. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. She's gone a long way. She's coming back down. It's probably the worst, actually. Yeah, I got the wrong angle. The right angle is really important there. 45 degrees. I think 30 degrees. I don't know how much you got the other one. But that was a good one. The 1,500 metres. Oh, I'll be blooming knackered after this. Are you ready for it? You know, marks. Get set. Go. Oh no, I shouldn't be running so fast. I've used too much energy. You actually have to control this. This one you don't have to power up. You power up to begin. And then you hold it, and then the fire button reduces the energy. So my energy's going up a little bit. So that's going... That should just be... How far have I got to go? Just get off that a little bit, off the speed. And I've got to give it a burst for the end. I've got to give it a burst for the end. So we've got one. We've done our first 500 metres. It's going for it slowly. This is an endurance thing more than anything else. Got to do it in under 3 minutes, or under 310. We're almost there. Yeah, and she's going down slowly. Let's see, ease off a little bit. Let's ease off. We should get some energy back here. There we go. We're not pushing it. We're just. Oh, look, the energy's going back up again, just slightly. And then what we need to do is to the last 100 meters or so, 200 meters. We need to absolutely. We need to go really fast for the last bit. Okay. Not too much. Not too much. Don't waste it. Keeping that energy controlled. This is more of management, this one, actually, than anything else. There we go. Just snip just down a little bit. That's it. When we get to 1,300 meters, we're gonna floor it. We're gonna floor it as if we're driving a car. Floor it. Getaway vehicle. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Hit it! Oh, it's burning too fast. Wanting to sprint finish. Wanting to sprint finish. Don't run out of energy. Floor it! Oh, good time. Good times. That was a good run, actually. I like that. It's a good game, this one. A bit like Hypersports, isn't it? Hypersports is a great one, I know. Oh yeah! I'm champion of the world! And it only gets harder by basically making the time quicker and quicker to beat. So that's the main general gist of it. By the way, it's not that bad a joystick after all that. You know what I say they're horrible. It's not that horrible. I've used worse joysticks. False start. Right, anyway. On we go. We've seen all the events. Let's move on. More. See what's more on the tape. What's on the tape? What's on tape? Let's have a little look. We're going to go for it. Oh, we've done that one. That's Daley Thompson. That's Daley Thompson. Still Daley Thompson. Could be the end of the tape. We had voices from the past. That's always good. Not had those for a while. I don't think there's much on the other side of this tape, though. This is the thing. So I'm doing side B. But I don't think there's much on the other side. I think we'll try it in a second, but I don't think there is. Quite a long load, that Daley Thompson's Decathlon, actually. Proper full game. You got your money's worth with Daley Thompson's Decathlon, that is damn sure. Let's have a go. Okay, here we go. Brace yourselves. Grand Slam. Cool. Grand Slam. Oh, this will be tennis. Tennis. Bit of tennis. A bit of tennis for us all. Just put the games back there on the shelf behind me. Grand Slam tennis. I really am looking forward to trying that Basket Master, though. It's looking at me. It's shouting my name. It says, play me. Play me. Play me. What's this? Oh no, international cricket? Your Sinclair. How's that? Oh, it's been copied off Your Sinclair. International cricket. Not a big cricket fan. Never got the cricket. I think I've said this before when we've done cricket. Never really got the cricket. It was. I mean, I get that people like cricket, obviously, but I never really got the cricket, if that makes sense. My granddad used to watch it. I remember that. I remember it was, the old telly, remember the old wooden frame tellies that we used to get, the old TV with the wooden frame on it, and he used to sit in his chair after he'd been doing his garden, and he'd watch the cricket and drink. Well, actually, he used to drink his own homemade wine. To be honest with you, that's what he used to drink and watch the telly. And that was was it Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. So those days when Grandstand used to have the actual football on and all this kind of stuff. The days before it got sold to multinationals who, most people can't afford to actually go to the matches for anymore. What's the point in that? Anyway. Yeah. So, we've all got that, and of course now it's all been sold to Amazon as well. I don't know whether you get better value for money from Amazon or not. To be fair, the man's a trillionaire, isn't he? Multi-millionaire? It's not far off. He's not quite Elon Musk's levels of money yet, but he's not far off. It's not far off. Has that just cleared the screen? It showed us that Grand Slam thing and cleared the screen. Wow. Okay. As you do. Oh well. Right, I'm going to have some sup of my coffee, even though it's probably ice cold now because it's been over an hour. But it's fine, I'm going to drink it anyway. It's not coffee unless it's got skin on it anyhow. Yeah. Oh. Building up now. Building up to the end of the year. It's quite exciting, really. Building up. 2022. Is there a World Cup in 2022? I think there is, isn't there? Not that I do football much. I just like to watch the national team, occasionally. But there's a build up to that kind of thing. 2022. I saw something recently though, saying that this that this virus is going to be in the UK for the next 5 years, and I'm like, how can you possibly make that kind of judgment about how long it's going to knock about for? I mean, is it like got a home time or something like that? Somebody giving it a call says, "Hi, COVID, do you want to just leave the UK, please, in 5 years' time?" Apparently, it's going to knock around until then. God knows what variation will be on by then. But that's the nature of those viruses anyway. They change quite a lot. So. I can't believe that loading screen's disappeared. We've had loading screens. It's had to put me off. If I wasn't looking, I wouldn't know what I was loading. This could be the last thing on the tape, though. It is going some. We could actually be on the last thing here. And I don't know whether there's anything on the other side or not. We'll have to have a little look and we'll have to see that. It's probably good timing anyway. My back's starting to give me a bit of grief, but not far off. Ooh. It's got a bit of music. I don't know if that's the Grand Slam music or something like that. Reload a save game, no. 1 player. Keyboard. 1 day match. Select opponents. I don't know. Australia? 2. Oh, should we play? I don't know anywhere. I know I've heard of the Lords. How do I select my team? Don't know how to select my team. Don't know how to move. Oh, did I move there? Ah! N. Oh, hang on. J. Ah, right, okay. J does it. I don't know how to move back up, though. Ah, right, okay. I've got it. "11 men. Heads. Heads wins. Oh, does that mean I'm batting? Cool. England will bowl. I think I made a mistake there. No. There we go. Hit the ball. I bowled it to him. I don't know how I move. Left and right. I've been here before. I'm sure I've played this game before. These keys are weird. Okay. Oh, he had to duck. There we go. It's not bad. It's cricket. It's all right. Oh, I should have caught that. Wow. No. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but I'm not going to continue playing it. Let's see if there's anything left on the tape from there. I'm not a big cricket fan, as I say, so not bad. It played okay once I worked out what the keys were. The keys were a bit odd. They're a bit funny. So let's do that. Let's see if there's anything remaining on the tape just to finish us off. Just to finish me off. We'll see if there's anything left. I don't think there will be. Or if there is, I'll be surprised. Oh, there is. There is. Monty Free. Oh, it's Free Monty Mole. Oh, could be Free Monty Mole. Was that the third one or the second one? Or is this something else? Monty is loading. I don't know which Monty this is, but this looks like there's another Monty on here. Monty Mole's one of those other characters that really was, I mean, on the spectrum, the Monty Mole, was it Wanted Monty Mole? I remember playing that. It's very tough indeed. It's an extremely tough game, but I always liked it. I always wanted to own it, but I couldn't afford it at the time because I think it was a $7.95 game, and it was bizarre because it was like $7.95 yet. Well, to be fair, I don't think I bought mine either as a kid because it was too expensive. There was quite a few that were a little bit out of my price range, and Monty Mole was one of those games that was just out of my price range. I was more a budget person. I was more your 99p, 1.99 or 2.99 at a push, you know, because that was 2 weeks pocket money for the most part, you know, 2.99. If I was lucky to get a quid most of the time. But if it was 2.99 was kind of where I was at, and you'd have to save up if you wanted something else. What's Free Monty? Right, okay. I don't know what Free Monty is actually. I was gonna go find my I was going to go find my mobile phone there because I've got but it's charging somewhere. Try this again. Go for it. Free Monty. No, that's Monty Code. That's not Monty Mole. It's Monty Code. Further back. It looks good though when it's loading there. Free Monty though. You stay there. I'm going to go grab my mobile phone. Just 1 second. I'm just going to go grab it. I'll be back a second. I'm just running all the way. I'm running. I'm almost there. I'm there. Can you hear me? I'm still here. I'm back. Did you miss me? I've gone for a few seconds there. Let's see whether or not we can find something called play whatever it is, Monty on here. Let's find it on PlayZX, which is in the description below if you've never used it. It's a handy thing. It allows you to play back Spectrum games from your mobile phone. Or was it Monty Free? Or was it Free Monty? Free Monty. Let's try Free Monty. Free Monty. There's no Free Monty on there. Shall we try Monty Free? No, I can't see a Monty Free there. Monty is innocent. Monty on the run. Monty on the run. Monty is innocent. Could be any of those realistically. Sounds like it could be Monty is innocent. Monty on the run. It sounds like the thing. What I want to do just quickly is I want to just load up the initial part there and just press the break key and see if we can see if there's any more details of what the game is, just for the hell of it, and if we can load it. I have no idea whether the Free Monty is one of the other ones. I would have thought it had a load screen before then. We're almost there. That's us, unfortunately. But we played some classics today. Renegade being the highlight of the whole thing. I loved a bit of Renegade. That was brilliant, wasn't it? Let's see if it gives us a bit more information once it loads its first bit. Monty Free. Right. Break. Oh, I can't break it. Oh, I can. Got it. List. Oh, hang on. What was that? How do I do ink? Extended mode. That's inky. Let's go delete. Extended mode. Let's print. Hang on. I'll need to look at a keyboard. Wait a sec. You stay there. I've got to grab an old keyboard. Hang on. Just grabbing one as we speak. Avalanche! Just a little avalanche there. Right, where's ink? Ink. Or paper will do. Extended mode. Symbol shift. C. Make paper, blue, it doesn't matter what. There, that'll do. Hello, why is this so it was your Sinclair readers Free Monty. What was Free Monty then, guys? What was Free Monty? Free Monty code. I don't know what that is, your Sinclair Free Monty. If you can work out what it was, Tony Kavanagh and Peter Harrop of Talk Software developed. Somebody put some stuff in the REMs there. Hello, ICS and whatever else is. Free Monty. Monty Free. What's Monty Free? Anybody remember Monty Free? I think unfortunately that's our lot from this week. I think that was our entire thing. I'm just gonna try and see if there's anything else, but I think we're there. Yep, that's the end of the tape. It's just gone dunk. There's nothing else there. That's probably why it actually failed, to be fair. There might have been nothing there. I'm just going to see if there's anything on this side, on side A. But I have a feeling that side A is empty. Oh no, I lie. Oh, right. We've got mysteries for next week then. So, next week we have definitely got a mystery and definitely know that we've got something to come from that. I've ordered a little pack from eBay. I spotted it, a little pile of tapes. So we've got those on the way, hopefully. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Demon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll be back next week with some more What's on the Tape. Bye-bye now.